I don't mean for this video to get offensive for anybody, but I'm here to say that for law firm owners, I found Macs to be a much more quicker way to be able to run your law firm. There's a lot of tools that Mac provides you that is all innovative and it's all integrated to each other. And usually Macs have less viruses, less issues, and less chances of you actually taking it to a repair shop to fix. So with that being said, again, the reliability of Macs I think is a little bit stronger than Windows, but if you're a Windows guy and it's working for you, great. Second is which laptop? Okay, great. Apple computer, Mac computer. The laptop that I recommend is the MacBook Pro. This is a MacBook Pro, 2021 MacBook Pro with the M1 chip. And first of all, let's address what that is. So the year matters. So how recently you get your laptop, it really matters. Right now we're in 2022. Obviously you want to try to get the latest one. If not, I would say max 1 or 2 years is probably where you want to be, but not further than that. And it's very important to have the latest one because the quickness of your laptop will determine how fast you can work on your laptop and how effective you will be to be able to do more in less time. Okay, there's been so many situations where I found myself where I'm like quickly working and I take a moment, I'm like, wait a minute, I'm working so quickly and it's all thanks to my laptop. And that's enabled me again to be able to do more tasks in less time. So, and it does make a huge difference. It's a very good investment to be able to invest in a good, expensive laptop, which I don't look at it as an expense. First of all, it is a business expense, so you have to write it off. And second, it's an investment because you're using it daily basis for many, many years, for 4 or 5 years. So don't think of it as an expense. It's definitely an investment for your law firm. And I also mentioned that it's an M1 chip, which is a special chip that about a year or 2 years ago, Apple came out with all the latest technology. What that does is it just makes your computer much faster. I use as many videos as possible in a couple of different ways. One is with my team. Number 2 is with my leads. Number 3 is with my clients. I use Loom to communicate with my team. With my leads, I also use Loom, and with my clients, also a lot of Loom and I would say Loom and YouTube and social media. And then clients, I also use Loom to provide instructions. Okay, so Zoom and Loom all day long. I don't wait to have meetings. Ideally, if I can just create a Loom video to provide instructions to my team, I record that video, send it out. And I'm able to quickly provide instructions to my team, and I'm also able to automatically follow up with my leads with video, and be able to also provide instructions to my clients for them to be able to get them moving forward and be able to serve them with as many videos as possible. So I incorporate as many videos as possible into this whole process from A to Z. Your best camera for lawyers is your iPhone. As simple as an iPhone. Most lawyers have some kind of smartphone, usually an iPhone, or if you're an Android, that's okay too. That is by far the best camera for you because it's easy, it's simple, less friction. Everybody has it. You're able to take it out, you're able to record, usually horizontally, or if you're posting on social media, vertically, and it's very quick. And you're able to take it, shoot it, no need for a microphone, no need for anything, no need to change the lenses or anything like that. Just quickly get it done, because why? Done is better than perfect. And your second best option is a camera on your computer. Okay, this is a MacBook Pro, the newest one, and it has 1080. So what I do suggest, if you are going to use the camera on your computer, just make sure that it's at least 1080. And the reason why you want to make sure you use a 1080 camera is because these days YouTube wants good quality, and unfortunately the older MacBooks or the older computers, they're 720. And guess what? 720 is a little bit not good enough quality for 2022 and beyond. So if you are gonna be using any kind of camera, just make sure it's at least 1080, if not maybe even 4K. That allows you to re-upload those to YouTube, because that's what YouTube wants. YouTube wants to, not only is the video is gonna be living on YouTube now, but it's also you want it to live and be relevant in 5 or 10 years. And that needs to be, I know from YouTube, minimum is 1080. So for me, this makes it super easy for me to jump on and record videos on my computer really fast. I use a software called OBS to record the videos on my computer, which allows me to record not only my camera, but also my screen, and I'm able to quickly record videos on my computer if I need to do that. If not, well, guess what? This is an iPhone. Look, I'm good. Look how good it looks. And all I did is attach a $20 microphone from Amazon, and it sounds pretty good enough. And that's all it is. So either an iPhone or that is the best camera for lawyers, okay? No papers. I don't print out any papers. Everything is always scanned, printed, or actually not printed. Everything is either scanned and just saved on my Google Drive. I use Google Drive to be able to save my files, and I use Google Docs and Google Sheets for all my documents. And that allows me to be able to, again, look at this. This is it. And my only paperwork that I have here is just tax paperwork. These are just letters and special things for my tax documents. That has to be in paper for me to be able to return them. But other than that, nothing when it comes to my law firm, the day-to-day operations or clients is ever printed out. Not only is it good for the environment, but also it's good for your sanity. Papers and things, if you notice some lawyer's office, when you look at the desk, it's filled with papers, and guess what? That really clogs up your mind. The more your settings clear, the more clear your mind will be, okay? So that is a huge benefit. Cut down on your paper and instead save it on a Google Drive. Ever since I started my law firm, I made sure that my setup is as pristine as possible, and it's set up in a way that to make me as productive as possible. So I always had a monitor. And I first started off with a 21-inch extra monitor. It was like 7-8 years ago. Then I moved on to 27, then 34-inch. Then now I moved over to a 49-inch since 2 years ago, and I never looked back. And I'm convinced, and I know with certainty, 100% certainty, that any lawyer who can buy a big monitor, you'll be way more likely to be productive than less, and much less likely to be less productive. So it is to give you the correct answer, yes, I do believe that every lawyer should have a big giant monitor. The biggest monitor you can get right now is a 49-inch. I'll provide the link for this one in the description. And there are, I think the second next level of size is 34. However, I do believe, again, having the 49-inch is the way to go. Why does it matter? Well, the reason is, by the way, before we get into it, it's very important to have just one giant monitor versus multiple. The reason is, whenever you have a separation of things, your mind will get split. Should it go here or here? You don't want that to happen. You always want to have clarity and focus in the center, and then you have your references and things on the side. So whenever I see like 2 monitor setups running together, I kind of cringe because I'm like, what do you know what to focus on? And it probably pulls you apart. You don't realize it while you're doing it, but it does pull your attention in 2 different places, and you don't want that. All right, so Virtual Law Firm Secrets is a book for lawyers that will give you all the secret sauces for you to be able to run a virtual law firm and be able to also automate it so that it runs on its own, because the subtitle is How to Run Your Law Firm so it doesn't run you, because I realized that's the biggest problem. One of the biggest problems that law firm owners have is that they're running their law firm and the law firm is actually running them. So you want to make sure that you're able to create the systems for it to be able to run itself so that you're in control, that it doesn't control you. Lawyer Nation, I hope you enjoyed that video. If you did, take a moment right now to subscribe right below and turn on the bell notification to get notified every time I post a video, because right now I'm posting 5 videos a week, providing lots of value to lawyers. So click right here to subscribe, and to watch the next most relevant video, click right here. Go do it, go watch it.